just came in this morning. I wasn't expecting this until Monday, but I know what's in here. It's me paints. I thought I'd just open the packet. Let's have a look. Can I put the? Oh, there you go. Nice lot of foam, and actually it's well packed. And the, of course, the obligatory paper that's been set up. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. All my paints are in a box. Wow, nice. Let me just get rid of this. Shut up, company. It was only that postman. Blimey. Not that, that's more plastic on. There we go. Get that out of the way. Excuse me a minute, I'll just get company up on the bed. There we go, go on, you lie down. Right. It's only taken a couple of days. And I ordered this on Thursday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. Saturday morning, and it's here. So, supposed to doing well. Nice plastic bag. And a little set of paints. Now, I don't know what they've done here actually. How they've done this? This is, yeah. This is probably how they come from Hong Kong or Japan, wherever it comes from. There still seems to be a coat on the bottom of it. Yeah, I've smelt that before. It's very much the smell of weaker, but it's the same smell as my dope that I use for model aircraft, my flying stuff. It's that sort of smell. Not too bad. Good for clearing the sinuses out. Anyway. Nice little set they can't, well, I say set, I just ordered them separately, but it's come in this little box. Interesting. There we have it. The guns test piece. Doing two sections. I'm going to do this one black with Tamiya paint. I'm trying to get a satin finish on this one, so I'm using the Pledge Clear, as I've done before, mixed with Tamiya paint and a little bit of thinners. That'll give me a satin finish, quite nice. The other half I'm going to do with the black primer from Black Base. Sorry, I've got the wrong one here. I've got the gloss black base I'm going to put on the other side, and then I'm going to do the colour on here in aluminium. Right, now I'm just going to try the black gloss. Interesting point here, when you're drying off with just air, how do you know it's dry when it's gloss? Ha ha. I'm just going to leave this to dry and see what we come up with. Always give your colour cup and airbrush a clean out after doing the hot paints, as Flory model says, as he calls them. Let's have a bit on the needle there. Like giving that just a quick clean out. Now there should be enough for normal use. As I'm doing a test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip my airbrush down, give it a good clean on the inside so it's absolutely perfect, there's no rubbish left in there or anything, and then I'm going to do the metallizers So what I've done is I've done the Alclad gloss black and the Tamiya matte black. Right, giving this some time to dry. Hopefully it's done. Let me just try this edge here off the black piece. Go straight onto the plastic and we'll see how it see, let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's dried. Right, I'm giving this a general buffing, see what it comes up like, and already I can see quite a bit of difference between the gloss and the matte versions of the undercoat. Now this is just the aluminium. That's come up like almost chrome, and the matte one has stayed it's shiny, but it's stayed more of the aluminium effect on it. So sealing this down, first piece of the test, straight tape from the reel. I'm just putting it down the one edge across both of them and sealing it down. And then a whip test. Tape whips. It has left a slight mark on there, but honestly, when I've rubbed the tape down, it's polished it even more. And we'll take that off there and give it a polish. And yeah, I can see the difference in where the tape went on and was pulled off. Let's try the other end, but this time we'll reduce the tackiness of it. I hate this bit. It's like having a wax. That's it. I've got quite oily skin, so I only have to do it once or twice. Again, we'll use this end here and we'll just give it a rub down. As I said, I can see where I've rubbed it here. Give it another polish across here and see what we get up here. Again, we'll do the whip test. There we go. And the tape does leave a mark. See if we can polish that out. And there we have it. Needs a little bit more. We'll do that a bit more there. We'll put the tape on and ripped it off with the lower tack end. It's actually polished back out again. So I think that's the way to go with it, the low tack side of it. As I do this, I'm going to mark what I'm doing on them. There we go. Use that down. Right. Pledge Clear is the first one, and we'll just mark the edge there, and I'll put down. As for sprayed, that's the first piece done. Right, now the spray version's been done, it's dried, we'll give it a test. First test I'm going to do is I'm going to do the spray version. Give it half a dozen rubs, no silver. And let's try the brush version, which actually feels very smooth. It's a lot smoother than the spray version. Again, no no silvering on the paper. And this ain't soft paper. I've just taken this straight off the roll of the kitchen towel, and it's only a cheap one. Now we'll try the matte varnish that I got from Humble. Again, no silver. And just to prove the point, actually, well, I'm going to go down this section here, and you can see I've got some silvering on here. This is just where the piece leaked underneath. Let me just give a bit of further test from that. I'll just do the piece that was leaked underneath. There we go. A tiny piece of silver came off of that. But if I do the polished one without any sealer, you can see there's quite a bit of silvering still coming off. We'll give that another polish up there. There's still a lot coming off. I want this a good polish here, so I can see the difference between the two. Okay, I think I see the difference now. The gloss base, matte, Humble, which is this one, matte coat, Humble, has darkened down quite a bit, and you've lost the sheen on it, obviously, because it's matte. But matte. The plain polish without any sealer on it. Big difference between the unpolished and the brush version and the spray version of this is it's lost some of the luster of the bright shiny aluminium. In that case, Model Master sealant would be the best thing to put on this, so you wouldn't lose any of that. It's very subtle. It's hard to see, which is why I'm taking my time looking at this. It's very hard to see the difference. The only difference, as I said, is the luster between the high polish and the spray version at the end. Honestly, the luster's gone slightly from the others, but it's still there. But it's only like a couple of steps down from the original. The matte base, now again, Humble matte. The difference is very noticeable between the two. I know it's matte, but it's darkened it down a good deal. I would say at least 25-30% darker with the matte coat compared to the original unsealed version. In this case, the brushed and the spray versions, there's no difference. They've darkened down, obviously, yes, but again, by about, I would say about one step down only for both methods. And honestly, the sheen is fractionally, I'm talking about fractionally different between the two. Okay, last test. I've polished it with a kitchen towel, not softened, straight off the reel. Done a small bump on it, giving it a hard polish over the brushed and the sprayed versions of it. The metal coat unsealed, it's a nice finish to it. You've got that nice luster and everything. After sealing it with the Pledge Clear brush and spray, then what I did, which you've seen before how it was, I used a piece of tissue straight off of a kitchen roll, and give the Pledge Clear a buff. Now, I done this fairly quickly, and I think I got some dust on it. When I done the spray version, I also put a big dollop on it when it dropped out the colour cup. I was a bit too eager with it. Now, after buffing, a lot of the sheen has actually come back to them. The same with the matte version down here, or the semi-gloss version, I should say, down here. I think that's the way to go. What it would need is probably 2 coats at least, maybe 3 of clear on there, buffed in between. I mean, I can feel this. This is absolutely smooth. It's like glass. Well, actually, it's more like ice than glass. And it is absolutely lovely and smooth. There's a few bits on the spray bit, like I said. I think I picked up some dust. But where the spray one was when I done it heavier, the sheen's come back a lot. It's still not the same sheen as this unsealed section, but a lot of the sheen is back. Well worth a think about. Anyway, I've gone on long enough about this. I'll cut this down a little bit for you because I waffled on quite a bit. So for now, I'm going to say see you all soon. Metallizer paints, guns, are they worth it? I'm going to say yeah. Actually, I'm going to get more of this. First I'm going to get a full set, and then I'm going to double up on everything. So I know I've got enough there to do it with. Clads, out the door. Really, these are great paints. But I do like using the Alclads, but these are just replaced. These have gone down in my estimation compared to these. So, what I'm going to say is, Alclads, use the gloss base with the guns. I think the Metal Masters are the same as the guns, to get a highly polished finish. For standard metal colours, aluminium, polished aluminium, use Tamiya acrylic undercoat with a flow improver or Johnson's Pledge Clear, as I do. I've done it here. You've seen it being done here. It gives it that sort of semi-gloss matte finish. It gives a nice smooth finish. Put it on there, and as you can see here, it's done what it says. It says, it says aluminium on here. That's aluminium, polished. That's aluminium, polished as well. But that has been buffed. That's more like they've taken a buffer to it and highly polished. That's a highly polished finish. This is a standard polished finish. So I think the way I'm going to go with my Gloucester is this method, using Tamiya black with Johnson's Future as a flow improver to do the aluminium underneath of the aircraft, and then I'm sealing it with Pledge afterwards. Okay, I hope this has informed you a bit more about metallizer colours from a beginner point of view. I've never used these guns before, this is the first time. I took a little bit of advice from Floyd Models watching his spray technique of the Venom. So again, I've waffled on even longer, so I'm going to say it's good night from him, it's good night from me. See you all soon. Bye for now.